What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're taking a look at another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at another news video, and it is all about HotToys Collectables. HotToys Collectables create scaled action figures, which do have lots of point of articulation, which is in the shoulder, elbow, wrist. It's also in the head, knee, waist, chest, ankle, toes, and sometimes fingers as well. And they are very expensive. They normally cost around £200 to £300 here in the UK, and they also come with alternative heads, hands, and a lot of accessories. So here is our first character from The Mandalorian, who is the sheriff, and I don't think he's a too popular character to deserve his own figure. I don't think that many people really liked him, and I do believe he also died at the end of the first season. So I'm not too big of a fan of him, and I don't think he's going to sell that well compared to some of the other figures that they've made. His head mold is also a little bit off. It doesn't really look like him. It feels a little different. It feels a little off, and it just doesn't look right. It looks very wrong, and HotToys Collectables are normally really good with molds, like with head molds and armor molds, but for whatever reason, if they do get it wrong, they get it horrendously wrong. They completely fuck it up. But they are some of the best sort of toy sculptors with hair and with heads, and because they are that detailed with their products, there is only like a very limited amount of figures, and they have done The Mandalorian and some sand people in the past, but we are finally now getting more from The Mandalorian. Speaking of Star Wars and Disney Plus shows, recently Ahsoka came out, and we got Captain Rex for Ahsoka, who does have two alternative helmets, and he has had a figure before, and that figure struggled to sell out, and it was on discount for a very long time, and I feel like that's going to happen again. But I also was confused by that, because I feel like Captain Rex is such a popular character that quite a few people would have wanted to get him, or quite a few people would have wanted him in their collection. But then again, there is a lot better characters, and you don't really want to spend all your money on these side characters, because there is like £300, £400 each. It is way too much money to just be going willy-nilly on these random side characters that they seem to keep doing. And if I'm going to be honest, I'm not too interested in many of the characters they do. There is literally only 3 to 4 that I want, and it is Miles, Prowler Miles, Hobie, and Venom. They're the only ones that I really want that they've ever made, and that's saying something, because I do think all their figures look really cool. They're just really nice, and they're very detailed, and I think they do such a good job on them, and they deserve a lot more recognition than they actually have. I don't see many people talking about HotToys Collectables, but going from one Disney Plus mega franchise to another Disney Plus mega franchise, we are going to Marvel, and with Marvel we do have Wolverine here, Logan, and this is him from Days of Future Past, where he still has his bone claws. He does have 2 alternative outfits, one with a leather jacket, one without, and he has multiple head expressions. I do believe he only has 1 set of hands with these bone claws in, but I could be wrong with that. Also, I love how HotToys Collectables hides the points of articulation, hides the sort of joints and the sort of bits that bend and twist, because they do that by making them wear clothes made of the real material. Like, those jeans will be made out of the jean material, and that flannel shirt will be made out of a flannel shirt material. So they are such high quality, using real materials to fit these clothes, these dolls, these sort of action figures, or statuettes, whatever you want to call them. And I just think they're really cool and really detailed. I quite like how they've done his hair in this one. I don't think Wolverine's hair was ever this sort of spiky or this sharp, but it does still look really cool. And I genuinely can't wait for them to do the next Wolverine in Deadpool 3, I do believe. X-Men Days of Future Past wasn't one of my favourites, but it was still a good one, and I don't think his outfit was that iconic to make a figure about him. There is some other characters which were better suited to make a sort of stand or figure out of than him, but oh well, Wolverine's a popular character. And because Spider-Man has been out for 6 decades now, fucking 6 decades Spider-Man has been around, they have finally got around to doing the OG Spider-Man comic book outfit, and I love these Spider-Man ones because their morph suits just fit the figure so well. And he doesn't have a changeable head, but he does have a couple of accessories, like web wings, a camera, a web sling, and he does have a really nice background, which does have a Green Goblin minifigure. Like, it's a very small sort of figure of Green Goblin which just floats around in the back, which is really cool. Which you can see here, and it's also got the city, and it's sort of done in such a perspective that it looks like he's sort of flying around, or sort of really high in the sky, and it looks really cool. I like the sort of comic book sort of thwips and the sort of Spider-Man logo there as well, which is a sort of plastic sort of sheet for the figure, just to sort of display him around. And I really do want to get some Hot Toys collectible figures because they do look really cool, and it would be nice to have in the collection. They also do Cosby figures, and we do have our first look at the Willy Wonka one for the next movie Wonka coming out on December 12th, I do believe. And we also have some Disney ones, which is a Stitch line for Disney 100, where Stitch is in so many countless other sort of Disney properties where he's dressed as the Cheshire Cat, Olaf, the tiger from the Jungle Book, 101 Dalmatians, Sebastian, Simba, and also Dumbo, and they all just look so cool and cute. I want the tiger one. He's just too adorable to pass up on, and he looks really incredible. I think they're really cute, but they are a lot cheaper, at around £15 per piece. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video. See you all next one. Have a nice day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. If you do want to help Thankmas, because that is running all the way through December, please check out the top link in the description. And if you want a little bit more Tyler Price in your life, check out the bottom link in the description. Alright, bye-bye.